So you've fallen down the self-help rabbit hole and everyone you know and everyone you watch keeps talking about
Journaling.
But where do you start? Bob Proctor's gratitude list, Tony Robbins' desk journal, Tim Ferriss's 5-minute journal, or whatever the hell this is. There are so many options, so I thought I'd be the one to tell you that it's not that serious. The goal for now is not to overthink about what you want to write down, but to create the habit of journaling so you can start reaping those benefits: a better night's sleep, being more productive, and also keeping track of your goals. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 journaling techniques to get you started. And once you get started, I think you're going to have a lot more to write about than you thought you did. But before we move on to number 1, there are 2 things you need to know. First, you need to go out and get yourself some cheap notebooks, or do what I do, open up my computer, open up a Google Doc, and get started. And 2, set yourself an alarm, set yourself a daily reminder, because developing the habit of consistency is going to create a consistent journaling habit. Now let's start with my favorite one, and that is gratitude journaling. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. So for me personally, I do this every night before bed because it helps me end the day on a positive note. So it's simple. Sit at your desk, jump on your bed, jump on the sofa, take out your notebook and your laptop and write down 5 things that you're grateful for. It could be absolutely anything. It could be small things. It could be something as simple as I'm grateful for the 8 hours of sleep I had. It could be I'm grateful for the workout that I did this morning. Or it could be I'm grateful for seeing the beautiful smile on my partner's face. Or it could be the big things. It could be, look, I had a shit day at work and I'm grateful that when I came home, I expressed my feelings to my partner and she made me a nice dinner and dessert and we got to watch a movie. It could be anything. And again, I do this every night before bed. And the reason that I do that is because gratitude breeds gratitude, and it actually helps us appreciate the life that we have more. And also, it helps me relive those memories, relive those experiences, so that I get to solidify the memories. I kinda probably should have started this one. We're talking super quick, like a minute or 2 quick. It's actually highlight journaling. And it's exactly what it sounds like. What is one thing that you enjoyed today? Or what's one experience that you enjoyed today? Or what is something maybe you look forward to tomorrow? It could be that you're starting a new job that you love, or you've taken on an online course, or you jumped on the scales and lost a kilo. In my case, what was it? This morning I got to have a beautiful hug with my wife and son. And it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. We're talking about a sentence or 2 here. What is one highlight or a couple of highlights? And then when you get started, you're probably gonna have a lot more to talk about. Another easy way to get started is the daily log. So instead of trying to think about what you're grateful for or what a highlight of the day was, you simply write down exactly what you did. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. I meditated for 20 minutes. I did a 45-minute workout. I read 10 pages of How to Win Friends and Influence People. I had sushi for lunch with my family. You get the point. The guy I got this from is Austin Kleon, the writer of Stealing Like an Artist. And just like with the highlight journaling, once you get started writing, you're probably gonna find that you have a lot more to actually write about and there's a lot more going on in your head. Another technique that requires no effort at all, prompt journaling. And I say no effort at all, but you still actually are required to actually look for the prompts. But it's pretty simple. Jump on Google and type in journaling prompts. And once you search, you're gonna find there's gonna be plenty of prompts to get started. And they're gonna be simple ones like, what am I grateful for today? What is one thing that I learned today? Or what is one thing that annoyed me today? Or you could have some tough questions or some tough prompts. Did I show up my best today? Am I living my purpose? Am I doing what I love? The reason I like this one is it's as simple as sitting down and answering questions instead of having to actually do the hard work and thinking. For now, start with 1 question and then move on from there. Before you know it, you're gonna have plenty to write. And I wanna drop a few links down in the description to help you get started. And if anyone was interested, I was kind of thinking of starting a daily email prompt list. And this way I could send you a journaling prompt every day for like a year or so. Eventually I'm gonna run out of questions, but it's gonna help you get started with journaling. Next up, one of the more popular ones, and they are morning pages. So this was popularized by Julia Cameron, the author of The Artist's Way. And do you know what she does? She challenges her readers to do morning pages. So what are morning pages? Get out your laptop or get out your notebook and write down 3 pages, uncensored and unfiltered. And if you're thinking, well, I've got a little freaky shit going on in my head or I've got some weird thoughts, it doesn't matter. Uncensored and unfiltered. Write it down, 3 pages, non-stop. Don't cut, don't paste, don't delete. Just write non-stop for 3 pages. And eventually, over time, you're gonna figure out what you love doing. Now, do I do this? I used to do this. I stopped doing this, but a lot of people like it, so maybe give it a crack. And finally, technically not a technique, but one of my favorite things to do is venting. Because if there's one thing that we're all good at, it is actually complaining. Let's be honest here, we've all fell down the self-help rabbit hole because we've got some sort of problem. Let's say at work, your boss pisses you off and you can't afford to quit. Or maybe you're trying to lose some weight, but the thought of going to the gym scares you. Or maybe somebody at work says something dumb to you and you haven't stopped thinking about it all night. Whatever it is, write it all down. Honestly, complain to your heart's content. Don't bother anybody else with it. You're gonna find it's actually quite therapeutic. And when you write it all down, be honest with yourself. Don't censor it, don't filter it. And you're gonna find when you write it all down on paper, the problem kind of just disappears because you look at it objectively. So also when you're writing things down and you're complaining, if you notice you're constantly complaining about the same thing over and over again, maybe it's an opportunity for you to do something about it. So what do I do? How did I get started? I want to say I started journaling about 5 years ago now, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. And I started out like most people, probably in their 20s. I wanted to improve my life. I wanted to sort out my life, kind of whatever. So what did I do? I jumped on YouTube and I typed in journaling. And I came across the father of self-help, and that was Jim Rohn. And he kept going on about journaling. And initially, I didn't really do too much of that information. I was kind of like, what is all that fluff? I was kind of like CBF, but eventually my partner started journaling. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I started out with gratitude journaling. So I would start down writing, I'm grateful for my morning meditation. I'm grateful for the beautiful workout this morning, or I'm grateful for the sunset. And then from there, it's evolved to what I do nowadays. And that is a little bit of everything. I write about my goals. I write about my aspirations. I write about what went well today, what didn't go well today. I also write down if somebody pisses me off. And I just vent, and I literally just have one big mind dump. And the reason I've stuck with it for the last 5 years is I actually started to notice the benefits everybody was talking about it. They actually weren't full of shit. I actually started to appreciate the small things in life. You know, if I was having a challenging day at work, I'd write down the things that I'm grateful for and I'd end the day on a positive note. So if there's a problem at work or if there was a problem at home or anything like that, what I could do is I could write down the pros and cons of the situation. I'd be able to figure out solutions. And then eventually, whatever was on my mind, it was off my mind. And the great thing was I was able to have a good night rest. So journaling's actually helped me learn things quicker. It actually helps me remember things more because when you write it down, it kind of reaffirms it so it tends to stick. I could have a quote from a book that I might write down. I could have a tip from a book or anything that anyone tells me. I just write it down and it actually helps me learn things more. And then I just add it to my collection, anything really. Long story short, my goal in life is to be the best version of myself, and journaling helps me do that. Because the more I engage with myself through journaling, the more I understand who I am, the more I know what I'm doing well, the more I know what I need to work on, and I guess it helps me just become my best. So give these techniques a try. You have gratitude journaling, you've got highlight journaling, you've got the daily log, you've got prompt journaling, you've got morning pages, and you've got venting. Drop a comment down below which one your favorite was. And also if you got any other techniques, let us know below. And again, hit a like and I'll see you again next week. Ba-da-ba-bum!